Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. JB here, your master of none. Today we're going to take a look at a product that I picked up that is hopefully going to give me a little bit more usability out of my laptop when I'm on the go and just give me a little bit more real estate to work with. Before we get into that, shout out to Weird Harold's record store down in Burlington, Iowa, one of the great vinyl record stores in the Midwest. They've been around for 50 plus years now. They celebrated their 50th anniversary, I believe, in 2022, so 53 years old now. If you're ever down in southeastern Iowa, hit them up. They're one of the great ones. So today we're going to look at the Kwumsy F3. This is a triple screen laptop screen extender. And what it is just a case with a couple of arms on it, and then two screens that can mount either in portrait or landscape mode on either side of your laptop, which will sit on top of the case. So we'll take a look at this, get it unboxed, and see how it looks. All right, so here's the Kwumsy F3 box in triple screen laptop extender. And again, the way it works is the bottom part here, the base, is actually the case. And the two monitors on the side here come off these little posts, and they get stored inside the base here. And then your laptop just sits on this base, which can be extended to fit the width of your laptop. So just look in the box over here. It's a 14 inches diagonal monitor, full HD, 1920 by 1080p, 60 hertz, and 1000:1 ratio. And for product parameters, has a, again, 14-inch aspect ratio of 16 by 9. Here's your size, your refresh rate, resolutions is a Type-C input, Type-C output. As you can see here, you can set it up in a number of different ways. You can have both portrait and landscape mode, or two landscapes, so you get 3 wide monitors, 2 portraits on either side of your landscape monitor, and you can run it in detached mode. Inside the box, you can see here it comes with the monitors and some cables, a single screen stand, and a bag. All right, let's take a look here. And inside we have some padding. And then we have the case itself. The packaging is pretty sturdy. And again, this case is metal. It does have some plastic components here, but this part here is metal. This looks like a little carrying case here. And then here's our cables. So we have HDMI to mini HDMI right angle, USB-C to USB-C right angle, and then another USB-C to USB-C right angle, USB-C to USB-A, 2 of those, and then the stand. So overall, well packaged, nice foam padding in here. The cardboard on the exterior is real sturdy. So you probably saw in the opening, there was a little dent in the corner of the box, but it obviously didn't affect anything on the inside. So very good packaging overall. All right, so we'll take a look at the unit itself here. There's a little indentation here for you to stick your finger. It says open, so we'll go ahead and open that. And again, this is metal. And this is to act as a heat sink, I believe. So, and then our screens are in here. 1 screen and 2 screens. They have some film on them just to protect the screen. Nice static electricity discharge. I'm getting a little bit of shock. So screens are very thin. They have almost a carbon fiber look to the back. And again, they fit real nicely in this case. So it's itself about the size of a laptop. And then you can see here it does pull apart to give a little bit more space. If you're working with a more of a desktop replacement style laptop. They'll give you some ventilation as well if you have a little bit bigger laptop, or if you have a smaller one. It just fits together like that. So now the laptop screens themselves, as I said, are very thin. So just go ahead and give you an idea here just to measure. This is just about 11 millimeters, just over 11 millimeters thick. And this is the thickest point here. This is where you've got your ports. Down here on the other end where it's not quite as thick, it's coming in about 7.5 millimeters. So this is very thin. They're very light. Hopefully they're durable. They do feel somewhat plasticky, but we will see if they do the trick. The base unit itself comes in at about just over 14 inches, 14.25 inches, or if you're doing width, about 17 inches. And then if you pull it all the way apart, it expands up to about 18 inches wide and about 20 inches diagonally. So just for example, this is my new HP laptop that I got recently, and that fits on there very nicely. This is a 14-inch laptop, so I got about 1 inch on either side. So a much bigger laptop, a gaming laptop, which might have a little bit more depth to it, and width should fit on this as well. So this might be a good option if you do gaming as well, although the monitors are just full HD. So you might, and the response time might not be what you're looking for gaming, but your mileage may vary. And so what we'll do here to extend the arms here is remove the 2 plates. We'll put those on. And again, these are magnetic, so they hold pretty nicely. And then you can see on each monitor here, there is a slot for these to slide onto. And so this is the 2 portrait, and these also come in, and they also have some rotation up and down. And when I move the camera here, I'll give you some different angles. And then again, on this side, you also have a slot that it fits in if you want to do the portrait mode. I was a little concerned about the posts not being terribly long, so you don't want to put a lot of stress on this, but these screens are so light, I'm not too terribly concerned about that. And as you can see, pretty easily you can change the screen's orientation. And then to put the unit away, flip these down. One screen there, one screen there. And there you go. Another nice feature it has is if you're looking for a little bit more ergonomics, it has these little feet. So you can set your laptop up at an angle if you'd like to work at an angle. All right, so I'm just gonna set up my laptop on this platform and just see how easy it goes. Pull the screens out. Oops. And I'm just gonna do a dual landscape mode here. So that one there. Got the second screen. And this here. I will put the plates back on. My laptop has two USB-C on this side and an HDMI and a USB-A on this side. So I really don't have two USB-Cs to spare. So what I'll do is use one of these USB-Cs and one of these HDMIs to start with. I do have another option that I'm going to give a try too. So there's a C1 and a C2. So I'm going to go ahead and put it into type C1. And then I'm going to bring this over here and plug this into the 40 gig port. And you can see we got a screen opened up here. And then the other one I'm going to plug into the HDMI laptop. Go into number one on this one. I'm sorry, into the HDMI on this one. For the HDMI, you actually have to connect to a USB-A also, and I'm presuming that's to give it power. So we will close this, come behind, go into the USB, and there we have the power. And there you go. Now, one thing I did want to try here is I bought a NewQ USB-C hub 8-in-1, and the reason I got this one is that it has a couple of display out ports on it. So a little unboxing within an unboxing video here. So here's the adapter, little dock, and then you can see there's 4 USB-C on this, but these last two here are also listed as DisplayPort. So we're going to give it a try here and see if we can maybe use this adapter to connect these two monitors using USB-C only, so we don't have to deal with the HDMI and the USB-A. And there we go. Now I need to change the settings once again. We'll do sure we're not extending the displays. Make sure we are extending the displays, excuse me. Do our identification again. So I got 3 over here, that's correct. 2 goes over here, 1 in the middle. We'll hit apply, check our tracking, and we are good. So with this NewQ USB-C hub model NQHB16, we are able to only use one USB-C port on the laptop, which we only have 2 anyway, but we're able to use the dual USB-C display outs and connect. So we do have a little bit of a mess of cables over here that we have to deal with, but that's not the worst thing in the world. And quite honestly, these could probably tuck into the case if you're going to be using this with any frequency. You could probably put the dock inside the case here and hide some of this stuff. And there, we can do just that. This is actually thick enough that that USB-C dock sits underneath here, and we just route the cables in, and so we have less of a cable tangle here out on the desktop. So it's actually a pretty nice setup. There's little wheels on the bottom here, little rocker wheels. The wheel pushes in, so if you push the wheel in, then you can change what your navigate through the menu here. So go into brightness, bump that up, and there we go. Color is actually not too bad between the two, and you can tell the difference in the display. This is a 2K display, and these are HD, full HD, so 1080, so about half the resolution. But you know, for a portable multi-screen setup, this is actually a really nice setup. I really like this. So after trying it out and getting it set up, I really do like the triple screen laptop extender from Kwumsy. I think it's a good buy. I got it from Amazon. Regular price is $299. I got it for $239 on sale right now. And I think it'll be really good for what I need it for. You know, they're not the best screens in the world, and that's just fine. It gives me a little more room to work with. I can certainly move things around from screen to screen, and it'll just you know, make the workflow a little bit easier. So I guess my recommendation would be, if this is something that you think you could use with your laptop, I'd certainly go ahead and buy it. I think it's a good deal, and it seems really well built. The one downfall that I think I see is, you know, especially on smaller laptops, the USB-C ports can be at something of a premium. And so getting the USB-C dock was obviously a really good idea in this case. And it was only, I think, maybe $35. So not terribly high priced. But what I would like to see, I think, Kwumsy do with this particular dock is if they could integrate a dock into the case itself. And so you could have that dock functionality built in, and then you don't have to have you know, the extra dock and all the cables running all over the place. I think that would be real easy to do, and I think it probably wouldn't add too much to the cost. So that would be my one suggestion for the manufacturer here, to make an improvement to this product, or to maybe you know, make a next level type product that would be, you know, a little bit higher price point than this one. So that's all I got for today. Thanks for stopping by. Drop any comments down below, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye. So all told, I really do like the triple screen laptop from Kwumsy. How clumsy of me.